What's up, guys? I am Star Jake here once again with a brand new video, and here today I'm going to be opening a $60 Blood on the Dance Floor box that I bought off of eBay. As we all know, I love Blood on the Dance Floor. I've been a fan of them ever since I was in middle school. This is a group that a lot of people thought I was going to grow out of when I was a lot younger. I mean, it's been like depressingly almost 10 years since middle school, and I still love listening to these albums. I see them more now as nostalgic than anything else. I really enjoy the early Blood on the Dance Floor albums, specifically between 2008 and 2016, and after that I kinda disconnected with them, but I have been listening to them more, and I found this box on eBay consisting of a lot of the releases that I was missing. I bought it, and I thought it would be a cool idea to do this video. So I used to have most of the Blood on the Dance Floor music. I used to have a mass majority of them, but I was trying to move to Tennessee a few years ago, and the plan kind of blew up in my face. So, I ended up selling a lot of my stuff and regretting it later, so I'm still kind of paying for that. But, yeah, I ended up losing a lot of my Blood on the Dance Floor collection, and I've been slowly rebuilding it. This box is a huge help to getting my collection back to where it was. I still own a few of their albums. I still have my copy of Let's Start a Riot. I still have the Bad Blood CD that I got back in the 9th grade. I still have some of their music, but I don't have as much as I used to, so the box is right here, and now I'm going to open it. Okay, so first thing that I pulled out of the box is a revenge porn bracelet. I don't think I've actually ever seen one of these before. It's pretty cool. I used to have these kind of bracelets when I was in middle school and the first year of high school, but aside from that, though, I haven't really worn one of these bracelets. I used to have one of Pierce the Veil, used to have one of Mindless Self-Indulgence and a couple of other bands, but I have never owned a Blood on the Dance Floor bracelet, so it's pretty cool. But yeah, that's the first item. It's a revenge porn bracelet. One of my favorite songs, and it's a pretty cool bracelet. The next item is this booklet, A Decade in Blood. I used to have the box set of A Decade in Blood, like it had the entire discography with the exception of a few tracks, and the Scissors album because it wasn't out yet. That was unfortunately one of the things I sold, and I'm still trying to get it back. So yeah, I now have A Decade in Blood booklet. I never had this booklet before, and it's autographed. Whoa. This is cool. Alright, gonna open the booklet. I never knew this existed. I didn't know that there was a Decade in Blood booklet. I used to think that it was just a box set. I didn't know it had this with it, so I'm kind of impressed. But, yeah. There's this page. It's a Decade in Blood book. It's pretty cool. I am probably going to put that on display somewhere at some point. Okay, so the first CD is a copy of the All the Rage album. I now have like 5 copies of it. For some reason, every time you order something Blood on the Dance Floor related, you always seem to get one of these just thrown in with it. This was included with the order. Pretty cool though, because now I guess I have a sealed copy. All the other ones have been opened. That is a sealed copy of All the Rage. I'm obviously not going to open it because, you know, now I have a sealed copy of it. But that is All the Rage. The next one, maybe all of these are sealed. It looks like there's still plastic on most of these. The next one is Cool Pornography from 2015. I wish that they did something else with the packaging instead of just being a generic CD jacket. When it comes down to physical media, I mostly prefer digipacks, jewel cases, or something of that nature, or even something a bit more unique, but these just don't fit in with the other CDs very well. I'll use this as an example. You put this in and like the top kind of sticks out and the side of the case doesn't really match. I'm not crazy about CD jackets, but I still collect releases that have them depending on what it is. That is Cruel Pornography. It's a really good EP from 2015. Also, the very last release of theirs that sounded like this. I think it was the only one, actually. I don't know if they ever used that style again. The next one, and this is also one that I was excited to get. This is the rare deluxe edition of the Bad Blood album, also sealed. Again, I have a copy of Bad Blood already right here, but it's an original copy and doesn't have the bonus tracks on it, doesn't have the extra artwork or any of that stuff, so I've been hunting the deluxe edition, but it's been really hard to find. It has this hype sticker on it, and it has the parental advisory, which, as everyone knows, I love that logo. It looks really cool. Makes the artwork look better too. This includes the bonus tracks, and it includes the DVD that they released back in the day. So, sealed copy of the deluxe version of Bad Blood. It also fits in with the CDs better because this one is like really slim and kind of destroyed, but this one sticks out a whole lot better, if you can see that. The next item is a sealed copy of the Scissors album from 2016. This was the last album to have Javon on it, and in my opinion, the last real Blood on the Dance Floor album. After Javon left the group, they just really weren't the same. I think that Blood on the Dance Floor should have ended with this album because it's a good finale, and it would be a perfect discography if this was the last album. Don't get me wrong, I thought Fallon was a great member, and I did like those albums, but, it just wasn't the same. I became so used to Javon being in the group that it didn't feel right anymore, if that makes any sense. But, it's a sealed copy of the Scissors album. A really good one. I used to not like this album, but it grew on me, and now I consider it to be one of my favorite releases from their catalog. The next one, and this is one that I've never owned before. Even back when I had all my Blood on the Dance Floor stuff, I could never get a hold of this one. It was not on eBay, it wasn't on the Blood on the Dance Floor website. This CD was only included with specific orders. It was actually relatively hard to get a hold of. I think it was only with a pre-order with a certain item, I don't remember, but the release is Chain of Memories. This basically includes all the material that was not included with the A Decade in Blood box set. Like I said, the Decade in Blood box set had the whole discography, but it was missing some tracks. Those missing tracks were included on this. I think it has music videos on it too, but I could be wrong about that. And now, the last CD of this video, and this is also the only album that I've heard that's like this. In 2016, after Blood on the Dance Floor disbanded, Davi started a new project called Sinners Are Winners. The first album wasn't that bad. I actually thought it was a really good one. I used to have a signed copy of it, but I sold it, so now I don't have it. But I now own a sealed copy of that album once again. So, yeah, that's the Sinners Are Winners album. It's a really good one. It's not the best album. It's in the same vein of the Cruel Pornography EP, like the same style. But this is one of those releases you have to listen to a few times for you to really get into it. Needless to say, though, this is a pretty good album, and I'm glad to have it again. Those are all the CDs of this video. We have All the Rage, Cruel Pornography, Bad Blood, the Scissors album, Sinners Are Winners, and Chain of Memories. And the last item is something that I have also never owned before, but I've been really excited to get. I was already about to buy this just by itself, but then when I saw this box for sale on eBay, I got it instead because it was included with all this other stuff. The release is none other than a vinyl pressing of the Scissors album. I still have yet to get a hold of the Bitchcraft vinyl, but for some reason that one's really hard to find. This one by itself was relatively hard to get. Like, it rarely popped up on eBay, and when it did, it was really expensive. There is currently one copy for $35, which is the one I was going to get, and there's a copy for like $90. I wish Blood on the Dance Floor would press their earlier albums on vinyl, but I know that's never going to happen. It would be awesome to have vinyl pressings of have Let's Start a Riot, the Epic album, All the Rage, and, you know, so on and so on. Currently, Bitchcraft and Scissors are the only two albums of theirs that are on vinyl. So that's the cover, that's the back. It says it doesn't have the last few tracks on it, but apparently they are included. So yep, it's just the vinyl itself. It doesn't have an insert or anything. Yeah, that is what it looks like. It's just a standard black vinyl. I am really glad to have this, and I'm looking forward to adding it into my collection. For $60, this was a really good box. It had a lot of really good albums. All of them are sealed, and it came with this vinyl pressing. So I'm pretty happy about it. And it came with a book. I forgot to mention that one. I got all of this stuff just for $60. Some of it's really rare, some of it is not. It just depends on which one it is. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Like, comment, and subscribe. I will see you all later. Have a great night. I hope y'all enjoyed the video.